With the OTA changes coming, Marvel Snap, the meta is currently more wide open than it has been in a few months, which means that decks that weren't very popular in the past are now becoming very, very strong, including this Patriot surprise deck. So if you're ready to see this in action, how this works, and how you can surprise your opponents with this deck, then you just do Valley Club. Find that like button and let's go smash it.
ValleyFlyin.
Hello, Marvel Snap fans. Welcome back to the Valley Snap channel. I'm ValleyFlyin. Hope you're having a great day. In this video, we're talking about one of these new decks that's been rising in prominence ever since we've had these nerfs to Thanos, ever since these minor nerfs to Red Skull, and these upcoming nerfs to Shuri. This Patriot deck may be getting more and more popular. We're discussing this video. Now, if this is your first time here, hit that subscribe button for more great Marvel Snap content. We have at least 5 Marvel Snap videos per week on this channel with deck ideas, news, tips, everything to help you in Marvel Snap. But let's get right into this deck. And the main culprit in this deck is Invisible Woman. And this idea came from Cozy a few weeks ago, hiding your Patriot and Mystique behind Invisible Woman, because normally Invisible Woman signifies a discard deck, placing maybe a MODOK and Hela behind these two cards. Well, there's a lot of other non-on-reveal cards that work very well behind Invisible Woman, because I think Invisible Woman is just kind of a magnet for a Cosmo a lot of times. So the great thing is playing ongoing cards. Cosmo can't stop this. And the two ideal cards that we want to play behind Invisible Woman are going to be Patriot, because it's cards with no abilities. They're going to have +2 power. Same thing if we place that Mystique behind there, but we don't have all no ability cards here. We do have a 0 here to give some of our cards no ability. We have an Ultron here to give some of our Ultron bots, the drones, with no abilities as well. But most of our cards here do have some abilities, which is why we have a card like Khazar with that's going to power up our 1-cost cards. It's going to give them 1 power as well. We also have Blue Marvel here in this deck. The other cards in here having 1+ power. So we have these other ongoing cards that we have the option to play behind Invisible Woman. We can double up some of these cards with Mystique if the turn order is right. We can also lock down a few locations with Storm, flooding the next location, thinking our opponents, they have nothing to play there. And a lot of times, when we play this on turn 3, our opponent rushes to that location on turn 4, try to place their card there. So sometimes we can catch them off, playing off. Now, the other thing we have is Ebony Maw. That's another card that can be played behind Invisible Woman. And because the cards aren't revealed to the end of the game, we can continue to play cards still behind Invisible Woman. So we get some of this power out behind there. We have Titania out there for another 0 card, 0 candidate that we could remove all the abilities. The other thing is, if we see our opponent play 2 cards on our collection, we could play Titania and then another card to kind of lock them out and not let them play any cards in that location with that Titania there. So we kind of use this as some location control here, but pretty simple deck. The great thing about this deck, again, is budget friendly, so all pool 3 and under cards. So if you have some of these cards, you can start to work on this deck now. I have been experimenting with a Nightcrawler in this spot here, but I'm not sure if even with that 0 power, if Sunspot is still the better card. Let me know what you like here in that 1-cost card. It's 1-cost spot card. And let's go take a look at this deck in action, guys. All right, we got a Khazar, we got an Ultron, we got a Patriot Deathlock as well. And there's the Invisible Woman that we need to hide our true intentions from our opponent. They're snapping, they're liking what they got. Not even waiting for all 3 locations to reveal itself. We're skipping turn 1. What are they playing on turn 1? What did they get that was so good? They're going Korg. Oh, is it a Darkhawk deck? Do they have all the Darkhawk pieces that they need? All cards are getting more power after turn 5. So let's put our Invisible Woman there. Turn 3, we have our Patriot. Ooh, there's a Luke Cage. We don't have a Cosmo to stop any hazmat play or anything they might be doing. Are they going to get a Wong out? All right, let's get this Patriot. They go with the debris. So a lot of trash cards, but that actually helps our Patriot slightly. Let's go ahead and storm this location. All right, they go Typhoid Mary. And they are not getting those cards there. All right, so they're... Play that Typhoid Mary out there. For that, we have a... Can do a Red Skull followed by Ultron. that Xandar location, that may win it for us, especially if Ultron reveals after anything that they might hit us with Luke Cage. I think I like this play. Let's go ahead and snap back. And Ultron on Xandar on the final turn. Only winning flooded location, but gonna be close. I think with the Ultron though, we'll be good. All right, they're going Sarah, trying to load up a bunch of different cards. But we're also loading up a bunch of cards. Not winning the flooded location. Ultron is going to get revealed. We should win Camp Lehigh. We should win Xandar. Let's see what their final turn of Sarah is, though. There's the Wong. Is this Hazmat? It is Hazmat, but doesn't get all of our cards. Doesn't get the main one.
Assemble.
All right, and we should get Patriot here. Ultron hits here, and we get Camp Lehigh and Xandar. No, we don't, but we still get the win. Miscalculated totally. But we get the tiebreaker. We tied in Camp Lehigh. We didn't win Camp Lehigh, but even with the miscalculation, we still got that. All right, we have Atlantis. We have a Nightcrawler that we get throw down, and I think we'll throw them down right now. Always can move them around. We have an Invisible Woman showing up as well, which is nice for us. Could kind of throw them off a little, thinking we're running some kind of hella deck. And great card for Mystique. Not great for Zero, but Mystique is a lot more important to our plan right now. So let's throw this Invisible Woman down. Oh, they have a strong Iron Man. All right, we're going to have to try to win the other locations. And we could move cards to a different location as well. All right, this is going to get tricky. We don't want to throw that Mystique out right now. And throwing Zero down won't do too much. We're going to skip this turn. Unfortunately, we lose some tempo there. We lose pace. See what they play to get that back. We load up with our Iceman there, or Ant-Man there. And I think I like this. I like Patriot, Mystique. On that peak section there. Maybe moving both of those cards to New York, and I like that Ultron play as well. All right, so they're loading up Atlantis, potentially trying to get a big New York. What is going to give us more power? All of our cards getting power, or the one cost cards? Let's get all of our cards getting one power. We're going to end up with that Ultron. The question is, where do we move all these cards? We're going to have a bunch of ongoing cards behind Invisible Woman. Could we be faking it out, thinking there's a Cosmo there, thinking there's a MODOK with a Hela there? Question is, do we move all those cards? Okay, we can't move all of them. So where do we put the Ultron? Let's put the Ultron... Let's do this. Let's load everything there. We'll have one Ultron in the middle there. They do have a little bit too much power in the peak, so we may not have enough power to win that peak, but hopefully we have enough power to win New York and win Atlantis. Let's see if let's see what they end up moving over. Maybe we guessed wrong and they move that Iron Man over. See what they end up putting down. They move Mr. Fantastic, move Iron Man, they move everything over. They're loading up on that, and I think we should get Atlantis if my calculations are right. They definitely got that New York. We have Patriot. We have Mystique copying the Patriot. And we also have Blue Marvel giving all of our cards one power. We should lose New York. If my calculations are correct, we win Atlantis. And there we go. We lose New York, but we win the peak and we win Atlantis. Worked out like we wanted. All right, we got Mystique, Maw, Red Skull, and Asteroid M. Cards are moving over. I think we go with this Zero Ebony Maw out right now. It does put us as risk for for potential Killmonger play. This will be great turn 2 though. Let's see what we draw on turn 2. There's Iceman. It hits the Mystique. We still have that 0 Ebony Maw play, but it's a very risky play because it's very opened up for a Killmonger. Let's get some power there. Ashley. It's on Adelan. Let's get the power on Adelan. They are scorpioning us. They can do the 1-2 combo of Iceman, Scorpion. All right, but we got that power on Ebony Maw. We are returning our cards to our deck here. And I like this. Let's get a double Patriot out. Does make our hand a lot more predictable than what we wanted to do, but I like that power out there right now, putting some pressure on them. Unfortunately, it is a 0-cost Patriot. But it does mean that if we get some cards with 0 abilities like this Ebony Maw right here, we could have a lot of power out there now. We go ahead and snap here. I guess we wait to see what we get drawn back in. Oh, it doesn't go to another. Oh, it does go to another location. So that is nice. All right, and we could go ahead and storm this right now. That'll lock that location out, and we could play this Nightcrawler right behind it. I could potentially finish off with a Red Skull or a Blue Marvel at that location. Let's see what they play. We're locking this out, so they're not going to be able to get double location, which is great. That gets pulled to Asteroid M. We have our Nightcrawler there, giving us a little power there. They take that Red Skull. It's pulled over as well to Asteroid M. Do we get the Ultron that we want? We don't get the Ultron. We don't go ahead and put that Red Skull down right now. Are they going to be able to match the power that we could throw down in Adelan? If we get an Ultron for the final turn play, we win. A few other cards that would be great. They go Blue Marvel, loading them up. So we win the flooded location. Currently winning Adelan. They have a big lead on Asteroid M, though. I think we could move cards away with this. So we will go with... We just do something simple like Nightcrawler, Blue Marvel, and final turn Titania. All right, let's see if that's enough power. I don't want to run Titania and Adelan. All right, so we got our Blue Marvel out. They're trying to win that Adelan. Putting a bunch of power there. We are tied currently in Asteroid M. We get the flooded location and we get Adelan. All right, we have Invisible Woman, we have Patriot, and we have Ebony Maw. We could give them an Ebony Maw. Wouldn't help them too much. And we have an option for that Invisible Woman Patriot right behind Invisible Woman. And hopefully we draw the Mystique. Hopefully we draw an Ultron. We're in good shape. We would draw those 2 cards. All right, they are running a Patriot deck of their own. Nobody runs Misty Knight without Patriot. All right, so there's that Ultron that we want. Could hide that Patriot behind their Invisible Woman. There's Shocker, another card with no ability. Ongoing effects, you're doubled. Oh, that is where I should have thrown the Patriot. What we can do is throw a Blue Marvel there. Okay, so they're going Cyclops, really trying to lean into that power there. So instead of throwing Blue Marvel there, let's stop this location. Not let them double their Patriot up. Run Blue Marvel behind the throne room. And then last but not least, finish everything off with big surprise with Ultron. I think that gets us the win. It probably still will get the throne room. I don't think we're going to have enough power in the throne room. But we should win Onslaught Citadel. We should win Throne Room. I would like to get a Mystique out there instead of a... Actually, let's go ahead and snap here. Oh, no. All right, they go Thing. We go nothing here.
Aid my hand.
All right, so they're probably thinking we're going really hard into a other deck. Do we run? They're probably thinking we're running some kind of discard deck. Question is, do we run Blue Marvel in the middle, or would we rather get those points to try to win the Throne Room and then just finish it off or Ultron and give it the Machine World? I think we try that. We'll have 2 more cards there. Although this will give us power everywhere. I think this gives us the most maximum amount of points. All right, they're going Blue Marvel as well. What do they have? Are they going to go Ultron to finish? We're going Ultron to finish. That gets us the flooded location. Very close in a Throne Room, and we should get Machine World. I don't know if they think we're going to be able to play there. They're loading up a Machine World. There's their Patriot. There's their Mystique. And Wasp. So they get the Throne Room. But I think we win the flooded location, and I think we win Machine World. See how this all calculates out. If my calculations were right, we do get the flooded location. Do get Machine World. I get the Throne Room. And I'm glad we snapped. So that is this Patriot surprise deck in action, guys. Very fun to play. And when everything goes right, your opponent doesn't suspect anything. Now, a lot of times we're adjusting the fly and we make our plays very, very predictable. But sometimes we don't draw the cards we want. We have to do that. And then sometimes we still get the victory. Sometimes we end up retreating. But let me know how this deck works for you guys. Like I said, I've been having a lot of fun with it. If you haven't already subscribed, hit that subscribe button for more Marvel Snap content. If you haven't checked out some of the other videos on the channel, check them out. We do have some other decks like the deck that we posted on Friday. Some very, very fun stuff there. Check it out right here, and I will see you guys next time. Have a great rest of your day, though, guys. We should see some balance changes coming tomorrow. Let me know what your predictions for those as well, and have a great rest of your day. Hulk Fist Bump ValleyFlyin out.